Now that's what I call a pub beer garden. The White Horse Inn at Scales, a few benches, but a link and a path going straight up to Blencathra. Brilliant. Looks like they've got some like lodges at the back as well. Right, that was a lovely crack up from Scales in the Northern Lake District. Amazingly, fantastically dramatic views of Sharp Edge on the way up, and going to find a camp spot over there somewhere. Flattish. So what we've got here is the Lightwave Sigma S15 and the Top Tent Scarp 1, about 1.45 kilos, 1.3 kilos, that's without the crossing poles, both potentially, definitely stormworthy with the Scarp 1, lightweight 4-season tents. Let's get them pitched. Right, there's the lovely Top Tent Scarp 1 up. Kind of not used this tent for a while, kind of miss it. It's got some great 4-season features on, like a clip at the bottom of the door to hold it in place. It's got pretty much a full mesh inner, sorry, a full solid inner, except for a bit of mesh at the top. You've got the carbon fibre struts at each corner. Lovely wind stable tent. Now, if this video is not for you, have a look at a video I did a while back comparing one-man high quality 4-season tents. That included this, the Top Tent Scarp 1, the Hilleberg Acto, which I've warmed to since then. A couple of my friends swear by them and use them all the time. I just thought at the time it was a bit warm for summer, and this tent's a bit more ventilated. And also in that is the Fellraven Abisco Light 1 and a offering by Robins that's been replaced by the new Chaser. So we've got the beers in the fridge. We found some rubbish here that, in the policy of not leave no trace, leave less trace, we'll empty that and take it away with us. Right, so that was a gentle 8 minutes 30 to put that up, with me giving Josh a little bit of coaching on how to do it, because he hasn't used it before, and he's blown the mat up, and I'll go and tell him about the pump. Great, that is it, and I've done a little bit of a garden review of this brand new tent. I'll put a link below in the description, but this is the first time it's kind of been pitched in anger, and it looks pretty big and spacious there. To be honest, it looks kind of tall. Now this is a single skin tent with kind of like a carbonized nylon that's proprietary to Lightwave, and this is a sill nylon vestibule at the front, and it looks great there. It looks really nice, and I'm big about how a tent looks. I think aesthetics are really, really important. Scarp 1's looking pretty cool there as well. So which one would you buy? These are a bit more money, about £600, but they're hard to get hold of now. The Scarps are more like 400 delivered from the US. Lightwave are still going, but some of the tents seem to be out of stock. Right, let's get some stuff in. Okay, we're gonna have a quick pop up there. Some lads camping over there, and they've gone up, left their tents behind. We're going to do the same. You can just see them just on the ridge up there. Easy approach, and starting to get onto the ridge proper now. Beautiful evening. It's amazing to think at 5 o'clock I was still over 100 miles away at work in Newcastle city centre, and now I'm here on Sharp Edge. It is getting late though. It's going to be dark in 40 minutes, so time to press on. We're nice and sheltered out the wind here. That's what they call the bad step there. It's just polished and sloping and you have to step down through a bit of a gap. But it's all right, there's plenty of good footholds. I took my time. It's a couple of years since I've done anything exposed, so nice to do that really. Get your confidence back up again. Right, just a nice little scramble to the top and we'll see the sun going down. Probably didn't tell you, this is my big lad, Josh. Better version of me. Much better. I'm just... We're back, home sweet home. It's probably 9:30, isn't it, Josh?
10:15.
10:15, yeah. Late, so time to get some dinner on. I'm excited to sleep in this tent though, to see what, in this fairly still conditions, how the condensation is. Little fire maple Polaris stove top, canister top. And this is something Josh bought me a while ago, the Blue Mint folding set. It has a knife as well, and a fork and chopsticks. So we're also trying out tonight the Flex Tail Tiny Repel. So it's got pads in that give off insect repellent. You can see it smoking there, but the verdict's out whether it works on midges. I loaned it to a friend last weekend and he was saying that it didn't really work with the midges, so I bought this myself. In fact, pretty much everything, unless I've already shown it to you, I bought myself. But it's got a nice lantern on it, but if it doesn't work with midges, then not much use really, but we'll give it a go. Something I didn't appreciate with the Soto titanium pot I'm using is the little cozy that goes with it. It's perfect for a dehydrated meal. Nice. Wow, and give them to me.
Nope.
I've just cooked his tea and he's got loads of sweets and chocolate. He's going to mix all up together. He's got Tony's chocolate. He says he's not going to give any to me. Well, we're just kind of like sat by the lakeside now, or the Tarn side, just enjoying the peace. Really love that quick blat up to Blencathra. So looking forward to going to bed and seeing what the tents are like. I love the top tent, Scarp one. It's absolutely fabulous tent. I've used it many times and I kind of like miss it tonight, but I'm also looking forward to trying this Sigma. But I can't really keep them both. One of them's going to have to go. So I'd really like to know in the comments below, what is your top 4-season tent and one person? And we're talking about kind of like 1.5 kilos really. I think that's the sweet spot. I'll link below to another video I did talking about the sweet spot of weight per person. And I think for a 3-season it's 1 kilo per person. And for a 4-season lightweight, 1.5 kilo per person. Now I know there's other tents that are much tougher, like the Nortent Vern 1, but that's a much bigger tent, much more robust, and a different kind of like category again of kind of tough winter or all season camping. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what is your top 1-person 4-season reasonably lightweight tent, around 1.5 kilos. So yeah, I think we're just going to sit and enjoy the evening now. There's some lads camping over there, but this... So there's the Scarp one ready for bed. Bit of condensation on the outside and on the inside of the fly sheet, but the inner is very dry. And while we've been having dinner, I mistakenly left the door open. So it's getting quite cold and frosty. It's about 5 degrees up here tonight. It's cold. There's a bit of condensation both sides. The inside of that feels quite dry, but the inside of this X-Tex, I think it's called, material, does feel a bit cool and damp as well. So yeah, ready for bed. So we'll see how we get on in the Lightwave Sigma S15. Good night. So there is a lantern hook, happily, Got the flex tail hanging off there, and it's just in light mode, not in insecticide mode. It's pretty damn cozy now. I've got the rab sill poncho as the top layer. I've got my sleeping bag, and I've got the Thermalite liner. Super cozy. I've changed into thermal bottoms, got my damp trousers off, and I'll probably leave my down jacket on a little bit. So that's really cozy. Something I've noticed that you don't get on a double skin tent is where there's a bit of wind here on the side, this keeps kind of like bouncing in and out. On the inner tent of a conventional tent, i.e. not single skin, you often get just a gentle billowing effect instead. So you kind of feel like, oh no, I'm not just in a single skin, I haven't got that protection of a double skin, which is ridiculous, of course. You kind of forget about that until you feel the movement of this wall, because it's just an unfamiliar kind of pattern. Interesting. Not much ventilation here though, it's just that little bit at the top, and it was already a tiny bit damp, but it's not got any worse with the in it. Just feels the same, just slightly cool to the touch, but no real moisture comes off this. Good. 10 fish. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Good morning, campers. Well, the sun has just hit the tent over the tarn. There's a little bit of a breeze coming over, but not much in the tent, and there's not much, despite being no condensation on that damp but altogether agreeable evening. There's not much kind of like airflow ventilation, so I would say first night's been successful really, but how would you get a nice bit of flow through the air? Definitely a tent that you wouldn't want to be in on a warm sunny day, and now that sun's hit now, the temperature's going whooshed up in here like it does in any tent, but I sense this kind of what is effectively a big waterproof jacket pitched with not much ventilation option, just a wee zip here that it could get quite stuffy quickly. Definitely enough space to do your tasks in the Sigma.
How was your night in the Scarp one, Josh?
Yeah, comfortable, spacious. Felt like a two-man at times.
So I like the Lightwave. There's certainly enough space to do everything in it. As I said in my first video about it, there's plenty of space for one, me plus the dog. I don't think so. Even with a narrow mat, it's going to be a bit squashy in there. But for one person, absolutely perfect. I think for me and the dog, I need a 1.5. So I like it. It's got a lot of great features, but after this first night of use, I think I'm going to sell it on. I think.
Would be bothered for any porridge.
Lads who are camping here, so I think they mean well, but they've got the rubbish in some plastic bags, but when a breeze comes through, it's kind of blowing out of the bags and towards the tarn. So I've asked them nicely if they would pick it up and put it all together, and just said, yeah, you get up and sort it out. So yeah, so if you have stuff in the wind, it'll blow about. Right, that's been a lovely wee night. Star of the show was the Rab Sill poncho. Now, that was just a little trial for me away from the Jervin bag to keep something with me that's a poncho that you can wear to keep covered, and you can use as a bit of a ground sheet like we were when we were cooking last night. I think the Rabsil poncho that I bought is a bit of a kind of like summer version of the Jervin bag. So I think as soon as it's a bit cooler, I need that insulation, I'll definitely go back to carrying the Jervin bag every time. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Just doing the nice short walk down to Scales now. There's Great Melfell just peeking around the corner. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment below what your choice of lightweight one-person 4-season tent would be. And don't forget to have a look at the review I did on multiple ones of those. Thanks very much.